welcome back to Study Break, the podcast after the podcast, the only podcast that tucks you in and sleeps, and kisses you sleeps next to you all night.
The only podcast that lets you be the big spoon or the little spoon.
I didn't even let y'all react to that. What's up?
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wait.
Okay. Here's what happened.
We were Goobuses.
We were Goobuses. It was Sabina the whole time. But she was disguising herself as I mean Sabina was one of her forms.
Yep.
And her other form was a Gith Yankee.
Yep.
So at the beginning, remember when Morrigan snuck into the bathroom stall and somebody was like, I'll find him. And then they were like, you have 3 days. It was Sabina.
And
do you remember that? That was Sabina.
Hang on. I would like to run it all the way back to that time and say that I said that.
We all thought, oh, it might be Sabina.
No, I remember I said that and everybody was like, no, it looks different. I'm going to go and listen. I'm going to go and listen to those episodes and say, I thought it was Sabina.
Like, it was an inky void like Sabina. And I was like, anybody could have an inky void. It was darkness.
You were like, and she has stars in her eyes or something. And I was like, okay, sorry. Just wanted to point that out.
And okay.
Also in that episode, I talked about how on the Arcana Ball pictures, Moray, Tara, and Sabina were like wrapped around each other.
Yeah. You also talked about how it was a voice Morrigan recognized, and Sabina was one of the only people we had met so far.
Yep.
And that's why nobody would notice if she was gone, because she never actually fucking left, because she's been here the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe when she was like, yeah, I was with Miss Gray dealing with something at home. We were like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. That's really
I knew
hard
that
for
would
you.
get y'all to be like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I overstepped.
Because, like, that's like a real, I don't know, that situation was so real where you're like, oh my God, never mind, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Okay, and then Moray clearly was like, I'm going to kill you.
Yep.
But then Tara was also in on it, question mark?
No, it seemed like Tara and Sabina were both kind of duped into doing something, and Moray was, I feel like, the only one who had a handle and was getting what she wanted, while the other two were kind of getting, like, ripped into somewhere they, this feels like it was all Moray's plan.
But the Miss Goop was, okay.
Sabina.
Yeah, but a revenant. But then we knew other Sabina. So one was...
So...
she was a revenant and
she
could
was
appear
so
that
she
way.
was killed.
Yeah.
And what happened in the memory that you saw was the Red Bride gave her the chance.
Yes.
Again.
And that made her become a revenant.
Yeah.
That was
so she like just took her soul for herself and then like took her to hell, probably keeps her soul somewhere, and then gave her new life.
So,
and so
Sabina wasn't lying about being able to see the astral plane, right? That was because she's a Gith Yankee.
Gith Yankee. Yep.
But she was saying, like, oh, I can just I have this connection to the astral plane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still confused a little.
Yeah.
So
ask me. I will answer a lot of questions now.
I would have felt like ableist if I had questioned her whole I can see the astral plane thing. So
yeah. So were there 2 Sabinas?
Nope.
No. I was being silly when I said that.
She can, like, shift forms, right?
So she could, like, shift between a Goop monster?
Nope. So she was the original Goop monster.
But what
So
about
then-
this?
Yeah.
Whenever we destroyed her and she
And then y'all didn't
dissolved.
see her. So you can imagine whenever y'all didn't see her originally at the party, something might have happened and turned her into the Goop monster, or she was planning that to kill them and went down there. I mean, it seems like she had something to do with Fia. She'd planned everything with Fia.
But when we saw her in the hallway between the 2 Goop monster incidents, so she has a different form?
So it takes... No, so she, like, becomes the Goop monster.
Yeah.
She can get gooped and she can get ungooped at
Yeah,
will.
that's what I mean.
And also,
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
guys...
saying.
You guys killed her. Remember, in the underschool, you guys made her turn back.
Yeah.
So revenants, how that works is like they aren't dead. They come back. And y'all didn't see her for, I think, 24 hours because you guys killed her probably at like 1 a.m. and then you guys saw her in the hallway at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. the next day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because you guys did see her for a long time.
And that's why she can get past the revenant.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. I love that it was her. I think that was so...
Can you read the last, like, couple sentences again?
That was just crazy when she was like, they were messy.
She was messy.
You were messy.
What are you
It
not,
was
what are you
like
not
something about Sabina smashing something. I think I got
So the
confused.
hand of the Red Bride came through the wall and
Oh.
smashed
And
Sabina.
smashed her back down to hell.
Okay.
Yep.
Right? Or like
Okay.
crushed her. I mean,
Killed
her
her.
soul's in hell.
Yep.
Okay.
Her soul's already in hell, but now her revenant...
But like her
Or
revenant,
is, like,
she's done.
Just,
Okay.
Well, she didn't want her to
Okay.
do anything, so she...
Yeah, she's done.
I want to know if Tara was like in on it with Moray and they were like, let's kill her. And if so, was it because it was like, was Tara,
I feel like
did Tara seduce her as part of a plot with, no, because Moray was really pissed. So then it's like, why were they working?
We don't know that.
We don't know that.
She was
I feel like Tara and Moray were suspicious that she was a Githyanki. That line about like the like gasp of like when you like didn't expect to get a test right and then you do.
I know.
That seems like, I don't know, like Tara and Moray were like,
we did it.
We think she's Githyanki.
And we're going to kill her and see if
we're
there's
gonna
a rip.
we're gonna like manipulate her and then I guess
But-
try and kill her.
But my thing is, why was the dragon, like, why then was the dragon taking over Tara? Like, because she
Because-
would have had to be threatened, right?
because when Sabina died, the portal opened and they were sent to hell.
No, Tara went to the spirit
All right, I'll
plane.
tell y'all.
Oh
So,
my god.
I'll put it in. So Tara was crying. She was sobbing.
Yeah.
Moray gasped. Like whenever you get a good grade, that's a good thing. Tara was sobbing and crying, and then her body started to rip apart. And then she got pulled into the spirit plane.
Yeah.
Moray went into the astral plane, and Sabina went into hell. So
But
if
Moray
we go back,
wanted that portal to open.
Yeah,
Yep.
Moray
Moray
was
was
like,
prepared for what was going to happen, and she was like, see ya, I'm
She
going
was
straight to the astral
very
plane.
calm.
and it did
about
not
all.
seem like Tara was, I think Tara was lied to or something. Like, I think,
Was Tara like, oh no, what have I done? And then just in that moment of like insane conflict, the dragon was like, I'm taking my chance.
And let's think about. So I described this very much without colors. Everything that y'all experienced was through Sabina's senses.
Yeah.
You can probably gather that she didn't see Tara because she wasn't moving, because it was an unexpected thing. Moray was moving her around, spinning her, dancing with her, and then all of a sudden she got shoved
Mm-hmm.
onto something and was stabbed. So either Tara didn't know or she did. The first one, the large hand, you could safely assume that is Moray's hand.
Yes.
And then the second hand, like the second memory, you can safely assume that is Tara.
I was getting all that during the
Yeah.
the episode. I just wasn't like,
Yeah. What
It's
questions
Sabina.
do y'all have?
I have a lot of questions, but they're not, you won't be able to answer them. It's like, are Gracker and Talia okay? I'm sure they're fine because they're not going to be like just like dead after.
I'm sure
not gonna
they're
be dead off
just,
screen.
I'm sure they're just unconscious
Yeah,
down
exactly.
the hallway.
Wait, did Talia know that it was Sabina? Like, because Talia did Talia know about the affair at all?
I mean, she'd heard about it, but
She
again,
kept saying
nobody
she
knew
just
who
had-
it was.
But she didn't know who, she didn't know it was with Sabina.
And the reason nobody thought Sabina was the third person
Oh my God.
is because Sabina came back to school. So they
Yeah.
were like, must be
No.
somebody we don't, must have been a nobody, which was so stupid of
Which was
everybody. That was
so
real dumb of
stupid.
be like, no, I guess it was just a weirdo.
I know. I love it. I love that it was her.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
I knew it the whole time.
So Tara and Sabina.
I think we all knew it deep down.
That's why I kept saying, I was like,
did.
I was like, I don't.
Deep in my heart,
Y'all, I think y'all did.
I knew the truth. Did you say y'all think you did?
Well, no. I think that y'all did. I mean, there were a couple times that y'all got pretty close.
Were
I
you
thought
scared when I suggested that the void was Sabina that very first time?
no. I was like, ooh, that's her. And also, so the reason that she was a void isn't because she was a Githyanki. It was because the Bread Bride stole her soul. So
Yeah.
her spirit,
The bread ride.
the Red Bride, does not like her soul. Like is not anywhere. It is somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
been
she's a void.
struck from the book.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that makes
that.
sense.
Yeah, that made sense.
That makes
That's-
sense to me.
That was kind of my assumption.
I'm trying to figure out what happened that night still. So Tara and Sabina were passing notes and they were like, okay, let's go meet in the underschool like we
Mhm.
always do.
Who cares if
For a
Moray
little
knows?
for a little romantic tryst. And then Moray shows up pissed,
Pissed.
I guess.
They're
Well,
having an affair, but Moray
so-
also shows up
But-
ready to kill a Githyanki and open a portal.
I know, because she's done the research.
Yeah,
So she like wanted it to happen.
but she's done the twin soul
so
research.
that's why I
too.
think like
We don't know how much time was in between some of the notes. And also, Sabina says, I told her. And then Sabina writes again and is like, do you still want to meet tonight? And then all that she gets back is under school, 9 p.m. And then Bird Brain won't notice or like won't care or something.
Yeah, those letters also could have been intercepted, right? Like,
Yeah,
Moray
but
could
if
have
Moray
been forging
left
them.
the notes and Moray was like under school 9 p.m., then it's like, but Tara was there too.
Well, she could have been sending the same notes to Tara, like, and we just didn't get that. Or like was like, hey, Tara, meet me under the school at 9 p.m. I think there was some plot, and it was probably against Sabina, or like Moray was going after Tara and Sabina because of what they were doing. Like maybe it was like Twin Souls and Githyanki,
Yeah.
and she was trying to get them at once and knew that, I don't know, maybe a great trauma or a great pain that Tara would go through would give the dragon an opportunity to bust through.
Yeah. What if Moray? Okay, so Moray is like, Moray forged the last note. Moray is like, hey, yeah, under school 9 p.m. She's writing that to Tara as if Sabina is writing it. And then she's like, hey, babe, to Sabina, like, let's go. I'm really in the mood to go to the underschool. Let's just go down there and have a romantic evening. Takes her down there to dance. When Tara shows up, as Moray knows she will because she's forged the note, Tara shows up and Moray's like, time to get my revenge and open the portal in one fell swoop, spins her onto Tara's weapon, whatever it is.
Why does she have a weapon?
Well, or maybe I don't think it really matters how they got down there, but maybe Moray said something to Tara that made Tara think that Moray was gonna go kill Sabina, so Tara came armed and like she did some fuckery at the lights or something and threw her onto her weapon.
Yeah.
Because Tara
Or
came
when Tara saw
to
them
defend
dancing
her.
together, she got jealous and she started transforming.
No, because I don't think she'd stab her.
Not on purpose. She just started transforming and then Sabina got thrown onto whatever
But she
sharp-
didn't. We were watching her like she transformed. It seems
Yeah, we
like
would've
very
seen-
clearly after
Yeah, we
she
would've seen the
stabbed her.
dragon. So what are you saying that Moray?
I'm saying that whatever plot got them down, I don't think it really matters the specifics of how they got down there. I think Tara either knew Moray was about to kill Sabina or like whatever, Sabina or Tara came down
And
ready,
drew her weapon.
armed, like
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
there was
yeah.
going to be a fight or something. And then I think Moray threw Sabina onto her sword
Yeah.
with the intent of, I kill the Githyanki, I get a rip open, which is really what she wants, but she's also confirming the twin soul theory of like, if there's a great
She's
pain or
in this
trauma or
emotional
something,
turmoil.
that the twin soul can bust through to protect or take over or whatever. So I think she got what she wanted. She obviously wants to get to the astral plane for something.
Yeah.
And then she also confirmed this twin soul theory and then got to get the fuck out before the dragon came
Yeah.
through.
Wow.
She's kind of like a scientist.
So who gasped? Moray. or
Moray. Moray,
Okay.
it gasped like,
This whole
It
time
worked.
It worked.
I thought whenever you first described it, I thought Tara gasped, and that's what made me. That's why for a while I was like, "Oh, Tara might have been in on it."
Mhm.
no.
So I thought Tara gasped, like it worked, but Moray gasped.
I think Moray is a villain. I don't like everything points to like Moray knew what she was doing and plotted to
Yes.
kill one or both of them.
Yes, no, I'm just adjusting to knowing that it was Moray that gasped because until now
I think Tara and Sabina not innocent in the cheating, probably, but they're just cheating and maybe didn't deserve
They were getting manipulated.
to. We don't know. I think Tara's still alive or a dragon. I think she's still somewhere.
You heard, remind you that Cherry you heard a dragon roar in the spirit
That's
plane.
true. So I think dragon version of Tara is there. Also, who the fuck did you meet in that one vision where everything was destroyed and remember that?
It was blonde elf woman. Oh no, a
No,
red
she
haired
had red hair.
red haired elf woman, and I spoke to her and
She called you brother.
She called me brother.
Mm-hmm. I think that might have been Tara or some,
Or
It
like
was an
the
older
ancestor.
woman with red hair.
or like Tara's like mother or some shit.
Yeah.
But I think Tara, I think we can still find her. Sabina sounds kind of dead, other than her soul, which I don't.
Her soul is the Red Bride has it. Here's the thing: the other people that are getting gooped, was Sabina helping to goop them, or was that just the Red Bride on an individual?
That was
basis?
the Red
That was
Bride
the
taking
people.
control of her. The Red Bride made a deal and said, if you can get my son, I'll give you back what you
But
want.
but a
and
lot
corrupted
of
her.
people have been gooped. So is that like the Red Bride comes to them in their moment of weakness?
Probably.
So Sabina was controlling Morrigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sabina, you can assume, stabbed and gooped Fia.
Yeah.
She's like the goop boss.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
not
but-
the boss, but
but-
like the goop lieutenant.
But I
So-
think it all comes back to the
And
Red
also,
Bride. Like,
you can assume
Greg.
that the discussion that the Red Bride was having with Beans' dad in hell, that you can assume that the woman who, or like the one who was sent before, or like, and like almost destroyed the school, you can
Yeah.
assume that was her,
Sabina?
like she had someone on it.
She
Yeah,
was like, I have someone who's good. And they were like, good? She almost destroyed the school last time. And then she was like,
Yeah,
no, like
and
I've got her on the case.
and that like she got killed, and like that also that doesn't imply that she was already working for her. It's like I have her, and it's like, well, she's pretty volatile because she almost destroyed the school. Because so the explosion that they talked about in the last episode, that was the ripping of fabric across planes.
So there's some. It's seeming like hell wants into the astral plane if they are working with a Githyanki. Or like working on trying to get a Githyanki or...
Well, Red Bride said, bring me back my son.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Who
going to
the
mention.
fuck is her son?
I think it's Big P.
Everybody's been looking for Big P.
Mm-hmm.
I bet
The
it's Big
child.
P.
The core.
And either he's like disguised.
Yeah. What's the thing again? The
Lorelei.
core and the moon collided and they created the star.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Well,
And
sounds like...
and we know that the moon is personified as
and I
this,
believe y'all
this
talked about
beautiful woman.
how Big P is the lost star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We think he's the weapon.
And then you guys talked about in Grisilla Ruidon's book how a woman,
She wanted the moon
she was
to love
so
her.
dark, and like the moon was nice to welcome her darkness in.
I cannot imagine the Red Bride as the character in the smut book. She's got teeth running across her face.
It seems like she's been corrupted by grief and like
Yeah.
loss.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe who she was.
So
Who was she before she was the Red
So then,
Bride?
so then, Red Bride, beautiful moon goddess, Big P, and then somebody
and
was like,
that's the-
"Oh, that's so cool." And they made the sun. That way
The
the
SO.
sun got the sun got jealous
and created life.
and created life. So that would be Hyperia as we know it,
Sure.
Yeah.
as we understand these
Yeah.
entities. But that could be any kind of life. That could mean she created life. She created a bunch of demons. That could mean she created, I don't know, anything that's alive.
It sounds like next steps. All right, we got everybody in these different planes. I feel like we secure what's on our plane, which is Big P.
That's probably a good way to go.
Yeah.
That
well, I
feels
guess
like
we've got to
the
go to
next.
the big city.
Oh,
Gals in the city.
gotta go to the big city.
Yeah.
If they'll let us out of school.
Gotta kick Felicity's
Well, we
ass.
just gotta call the Brimstone
a little
boys.
bit of credit to us for kicking Miss Goop's ass.
Yeah.
Round 2.
Mhm.
We kind of whiffed it round 1, and I
All
feel
right.
like
We
we
did a lot better.
we held our own this
Yeah.
time.
I kept her pretty the same stats.
Hey,
Did
what
anybody
the
take-
fuck does BE stand for? That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
fucking
Wait, don't
question.
tell
That,
us.
that was another thing. So like there are a couple things, if I can say my F right now, there were a couple things that I wanted to establish and show, but then I was kind of limited by the rules I'd set up of like, I was going to use the flowers as like, you guys could watch some of this in like third person. And then I kind of made it that y'all were watching it through her senses,
Which was awesome.
which, give and take. And like, I don't know if I want, like, it's not really a big deal. I mean,
If you don't want to tell me,
I don't
you
know
We
if
could
I'll-
leave the BE a mystery and we could figure it
yeah,
out.
y'all can figure it out later.
Like, I bet
But
we could
you know
find some
that-
old yearbook that's signed or something.
You know that BE is Sabina though.
Yes.
big eyes. I've done it.
Oh,
That's good.
Done.
it's kind of like,
I know that's what it is. Break. Tell me. Falter. Big eyes, bird brain. Makes sense.
Do we want to start at the beginning of the episode?
yes.
Sure.
All right, so y'all slide
Oh,
down the.
wait! I want to go back to when you said Sabina. We rolled like an 18 or like a dirty 20 insight check on Sabina, and you were like, she looks like she would never hurt you.
Well,
Would
I
we
mean,
have gotten to would we have had to have a nat 20?
she had no intention of hurting you all.
She kicked our
with,
ass.
with like
Well,
telling.
Actually,
you all
she
that.
didn't. I have so many hit points left.
yeah, I did great.
She's still her own person. She just has to carry out a mission at like
And I think she didn't expect us to keep getting in the
I feel
fucking way.
I feel so bad for her. Can you imagine like like okay, yeah, like you cheat on your partner. That's kind of bad. But like, oh my god, then they betray you and kill you.
Yeah.
Just to rip open
Both
a
of them.
hole.
Yeah, and also like in the
Kind
first
of.
fight, underground, she never tried to slash you all.
Oh, that's true. She was only going
She was
after
only
Talia
going for
and
the
Gregor.
gals, for the other gals.
But it's like Talia. It's like what was her beef? Just like kill anybody who was
Yeah, that's interesting.
And,
Why
like,
was she
also an upperclassman.
like? Why was she going after them when like her mission was clearly like?
Well, she probably hated Talia at least a little bit, just if only out of jealousy, right?
Yeah, but it still doesn't make any sense because it doesn't like that big of a display of her, like it didn't like further her mission. You know what I mean? Like it'd be one thing if she was doing that in private,
Yeah.
but like
well, also like she has her mission. She's also being told to do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
So somebody wanted them. I mean, I still think
I
it
mean,
ties,
they are more powerful than us.
and she does have a Golden Order tattoo, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think there's
Yeah.
something that also I still think the theory stands that somebody finds it valuable to keep the golds and greens against each other.
Yeah. And the
And-
Golden Order could be working with the Red Bride. That would be crazy, but it could be.
I don't think that's crazy.
No, it's not that crazy.
Well, but I also think this thing of like they created the war, like they created a problem so they could solve it and come in and like fix things. So like wouldn't they have to be working with Hell and the demons to coordinate when the demons come and like
Yeah.
how to fight them and shit? I think Lord Arathis might make some trips down there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, let's go from the beginning.
You'll slide down the goop hole.
Yeah, the goopy hole.
Yeah, there's a lot of resistance.
I was like, good thing Chet's not here.
Yeah, goopy hole would have
The
got
goopy hole. We're like, come on, Cracker and Talia. We find Fia.
Find Fia in
Boom.
the auditorium.
Not looking good.
She
What is
says-
Fia again?
She's tiefling, I believe.
Okay,
Blue or something tiefling.
Yeah.
I believe
there.
you.
She had peacock colored hair.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
it was like
yes,
iridescent
yes.
and shiny.
She was blue. She has,
So she was working. She accepted some sort of
Oh,
deal,
and she's like distant cousins with
yeah,
nails.
with nails,
Yeah.
distant cousins.
but she accepted some sort of deal.
She
to
did.
Yeah,
do
but she
it.
did not know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What the full extent of it
So
was.
Sabina could have given her that deal, or
and
Red
also
Bride could have come to her directly.
another little thing is y'all mentioned the letters to Sabina. That was one of the last things y'all told her, and then y'all went to bed,
Mhm.
and then y'all didn't see her the rest of the night, and then the next morning, Fia's room was ransacked.
Yeah,
Oh,
But she
and
didn't find
didn't-
him, I
She didn't
guess.
find him because they were taped to the bottom of
Yeah.
her bed.
Mhm.
and Fia, so Fia was the one who was planting everything because she wanted us to figure out
Mm-hmm.
what
And
was going on. Because Fia was like, "Oh no, I took this deal and it's really
Yeah.
intense."
And she was the one who said, "Did you get the letters?" Because she's
Yeah.
like, "I want you to know who she is."
Yeah.
Damn, that was fucked up of Sabina to go after the transfer student.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, she's fucked up. She doesn't do good stuff.
I still love her. She's
makes me
always
so
she's been the
sad.
only one that we trust.
I know, I loved her so much.
Ever since
Made
we
us
fo-
love her.
We found out about Felicity, and then we were
How
like, "At
could
least we
you?
can trust Sabina.
Yeah.
At least we have one friend in this
Oh
school.
my god.
Mhm.
Can't trust anyone."
What about Ruby and the gals?
Maybe they're suspicious because she brought us our mail.
We
I don't
like
trust anybody who brings me my mail.
I
no,
love
it
them.
was just sitting out there, and she was trying to go see if we were home, and then she went.
I think they're just schoolgirls, but I think they could be corrupted.
Mhm.
No
I
one's
know.
I don't
safe.
trust
we
anybody.
need, I think we need to be better friends with them, just because we need more people on our side.
I guess we need more friends.
I mean, it seems like y'all are getting pretty good with Talia and Cracker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unless they're
Yeah,
fucking dead.
I mean, that's one way to earn someone's
Let's
respect.
question the systems we believe in,
Yeah.
girls.
we are unified. Here's
Hey, we
actually
figured out the like complicated, messy details of your partner's affair, and
Also-
saved your life twice.
next priority is unifying this fucking school, breaking down those golds and
Exactly.
greens.
We're all wugs.
Because that's gonna break down some sort of plan, and it's gonna piss Lord Arathis off.
I'm gonna give the pep talk of a lifetime.
I believe you. And then we fought for a while. Those goat men didn't stand a fucking chance.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're same level as y'all fought them back in like episode 4.
And that was hard back then.
Yeah,
We were like, poof.
there was and it was one of them.
We also had a lot of them. Also, like my plan was to shove it off
Yeah.
the cliff anyways. Yeah, I was trying to do stuff that wasn't killing Miss Goop because I was
Mhm.
like, I want to know who you are.
Yeah. Well, also, so the mechanic that I had with her originally in episode 15, I used in this one, which was if she goops you, she can sense you better.
Yeah.
Which I kind of used because of like it was I might have fucked up somewhere, but it was only if you moved was she could attack you.
Ooh.
Because I had established that Sabina.
That's how Sabina.
Yeah, that's how she senses things.
Did you keep that?
Yeah.
That's so good.
And then
So smart.
the whole like gust thing was if like nobody was if like she had to get to a spellcaster, she would use gust to make them move.
Yeah.
And then the goop was like part of her. She can now see you better, quote unquote, see
Oh,
you
yeah.
better. And then you can't see her, and she could move around. And also, I'll tell you her build. I totally like fucked around with this build. She was a monk, warlock, wizard.
Oh my
What?
god.
I just went kind of nuts. I just really wanted to build something that was insane.
That you succeeded. That's insane.
And just like
warlock wizard.
just wanted to do a bunch of crazy shit.
What level?
Like 16 or something.
God damn.
But the thing is, though, I think it's like if you divide, I think she was challenge rating. She might still be challenge rating like 5 or 4 or something like that.
Really
There was
high.
some math thing. Well, no, not for a group of
Not for
3
all of
level
us, but I mean, like,
sixes.
well, but I was kind of taking her one-on-one for a long time.
Yeah,
You were holding your own.
You were being nice and gooping other people, but
yeah. Y'all did.
she kept fucking running away.
Yeah, y'all ran into the gymnasium.
That's
She
fun.
kept running away for narrative purposes.
Yeah.
Because we had to get back to the dance floor.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the platforms.
Yeah, I did too. I love when there's platforms.
What was behind that cold ass door?
Oh,
Yeah, what was up with the door?
We should have opened
Is
it.
that
I bet
something you wanted
Felicity
us to
knows.
open this episode or
No.
Okay.
Just
Oh.
to set it up.
What would you have? Oh, you wouldn't have let us open it.
No, if you got a nat 20, you would have like maybe seen something inside.
Lame that I couldn't
Hot
open it.
dogs, frozen hot dogs.
Frozen
Frozen hot dogs,
breakfast
frozen
burritos.
breakfast burrito, frozen breakfast enchiladas, I think, actually.
Yep.
Breakfast enchiladas doesn't have the same ring to it.
Let's think about what all that Sabina was involved.
Well, she was on Arcano Ball, of course, and they all dyed their hair pink, and then she grew hers out. Not that we
Quit Arcano Ball.
what
Well, yeah, and then
and quit Arcano Ball.
when she came
Yeah.
back as a
So we
revenant.
knew that like they were all close
Yes.
because they're all on the team together. They all dyed their hair. Sabina had that before she quit.
So then how did Sabina, we still don't know how Sabina, like as a Githyanki, ended up here. Which is like another part of her story,
Mhm.
is that we don't know. Is
Yeah.
how she ended up here in the first place.
And she wasn't
And then
presenting,
ended up at Frogmont.
but she wasn't presenting as a Githyanki.
no, she
No,
was
she was in disguise.
Kind of like
Yeah.
human.
is in human
Yeah.
disguise the whole time.
Yeah, and also Sabina, I
Because
also
it sounds
said
like people are really mean to Githyanki and kill them on purpose to open up portals.
Yeah.
So I would disguise.
Well,
would
they're also,
disguise
like-
myself, too.
Yeah, they're also like from a different plane, which
Yeah.
is just like according to the Great War and shit would
Mhm.
not be welcome.
And also something else they said was whenever I originally described her, she has blonde hair with like pink tips at the end.
I remember thinking like, oh, Sabina has blonde hair. There's no way.
I literally was like, it would never be
It
Sabina.
would never be Sabina. We love Sabina.
In my head, Sabina has Rhodian eyes.
And also the whole like she uses like a big quarterstaff as kind of like in place of her cane.
Oh,
Yep.
interesting.
What? How would
Whenever-
that?
Didn't
whenever
clock
she's-
that one.
whenever she's
Because she
Goop.
uses a quarterstaff to whack the shit out of everybody every time we see
Oh,
her.
Miss Goop.
Yeah.
She had a magic book when we first met her by the fountain. Maybe that was just to show that she could
That
read.
yeah,
cool
that she could
shit.
like read
Yeah,
when
okay.
she can't like see stuff.
When she was a Githyanki, was she also like blind to the material plane?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
That wasn't part of her disguise. That's
That
just
would be a
part of
thing. I
her
would say that like
person.
yeah, that she's blind.
Hmm.
Because I didn't want it to be like, oh, like she gains sight.
Makes sense why she was the hall monitor. Well, she probably wasn't even the hall monitor. She was just wandering the hall.
No, she probably just wanted
was
an
a
excuse to
revenant.
sneak around.
She was a revenant, so they were just like, yep, that's one of us. That's her.
Mm-hmm.
Those are her kids to take, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. She let us back to our room a lot. We kind of told her everything.
Yeah, she always knew everything that was going on in her lives.
And also, you know, now that her mission, she's the one who needs to get Big P.
Big P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that directly puts Felicity in the line of danger.
Yeah, but where's
Yeah.
Felicity taking Big
Here's
P?
the thing. Joe, when I saw her in my dream in episode 10, was also looking for a little guy.
Everybody
But
wants
that
this
could
little
be-
guy.
That could be Beans. She was in hell. Or it could be Big P. So if she's looking for Big P, who's she looking for Big P for? The right reasons, the wrong reasons. She was lying to me, and she and Felicity are working together.
I
She
don't
was
think
telling the truth, and
I don't
she's
think they're
working with the
working
Red
together.
Bride.
I don't think they're working together. I don't know if she's working with the Red Bride, but I think Joe and Felicity are on opposing sides.
But then Joe could be on the Golden Order.
Yeah.
So then is Joe
I
working
think
with...
Felicity's on the golden, like not on their side maybe, but I think she's working for them, right? Because didn't she give you that weird speech
And she's a
that
double
was
agent
like,
for the Silver Crown. Well,
Yeah.
Well, Felicity, I mean, like, y'all's characters don't know this, but I believe Felicity that she is truly working for our family, and she will make
Yes.
whatever decision, like, justifies those ends.
that's what I mean. Like I think she's not working
like,
for
she would switch to the Golden Order or to hell or to anyone real quick if
Yeah.
it meant her family's
she's not working for the greater good. She's working for the good of her family,
Yeah.
which is very different.
Which, like,
Whereas
I respect, but also, like, girl.
Joe strikes me as somebody who's maybe working for the greater good.
But she is
yeah.
in Joe was in hell.
She snuck into hell.
Yeah,
Obviously.
and Joe was in the astral plane
But if she had to
before
sneak-
hell.
Yeah, but if she had to sneak into hell, then she's probably not working with your dad.
No.
Or not working with the Red Bride.
But I don't think the Red Bride and my dad are like buddies. I don't think
They were
like,
talking though. No,
Oh.
I don't think but they were talking.
Yeah,
they were-
I
they
think
were,
they
like-
communicate, but I think they're like.
The Red Bride was like, "I'm gonna send her," and your dad was like, "No, she explained."
And then
Is
Red
the
Bride was
Red
like, "You're
Bride
fucking bastard."
huge all the time because wasn't she smaller in that other vision? Okay,
She was small. And also she talked like kind of normal. She was still a little crazy, but she talked
Yeah.
like kind of normally.
Also,
Yeah.
Cherry, I'm pretty sure is looking for Tara,
Yes.
Yeah.
she is.
and we heard the dragon roar in that vision,
which was the spirit
so
plane.
with spirit plane, which is where Tara got ripped up and turned into a dragon. So she's not gonna find a girl with red hair, but she is gonna find a dragon with red scales.
Was the lavender smell? What was the lavender smell?
I think that was Sabina.
Yeah, it was in Tara's book.
Tara's book, yeah, that was Sabina.
I don't know. It feels like Sabina walked us back to our room a lot and was like, "What's going on?" And then we'd be like, you'd never believe
I was
all
gonna
of
say
these
that,
things."
Let me tell you.
Sabina, I was gonna say like Sabina genuinely liked you guys.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
That
say
makes
earlier.
it even worse. But I do feel so bad for her.
I feel awful for her because
But
she's
She's
You
being
should not
used.
go around gooping people.
But
She
she's
has-
being used. She has
her own
I
like
know,
in her
she's
heart
so
of
full
hearts.
rage.
She probably did not. She definitely liked us and did not want to hurt us.
No, and she's
but
like 17,
in order to,
and her lover killed her.
I think she was like
and her
fully,
other lover also killed her.
This is a fully like manipulated version
Like,
of her.
I
Like this is
know.
not
I feel horrible
her
for
true self.
Yeah,
But Moray was like cold, calculated, right through the portal.
I'm gonna be on.
That was messed
I'm
up.
gonna be honest. The only person that's gonna be on site for is Moray.
mm-hmm.
That's it.
And
like,
she had all that stuff about I love Hyperia. Oh,
well, and
I'm
she
scared.
she
One
did
of
the
my
same.
questions for Ruidon, if we hadn't gotten blasted out, was like, what happened to Tara? So I'm glad we kind of know, but we still don't know if maybe if she's still a dragon.
Yeah,
maybe?
because now that's like there's a relationship factor.
Yeah.
And also Ruidon said that Theodrix, your dragon, was the kinder of the two.
yeah.
So
My God, if he's a little blueberry, what is the red
Little
one?
blueberry.
Little strawberry.
Okay, here's another
His little
thing.
strawberry.
If the Tomb Tapper and Goop Greg are working for the Red Bride, they were stationed at that church that
Where
was
there
like
was
a
moon.
temple to the moon goddess.
and then where y'all found the ring.
Yeah.
She's the moon goddess. Jot it down. Red bride equals moon goddess.
No, I think they're in love. Or they were, and they've been ripped apart. And I don't know, it's like
Oh, hang on. Are these? Is the relationship between Talia, Tara, Moray, fucking Sabina? Is it like the same pattern as what happened to like the moon
With the
goddess
sun.
and the like? Is it following like the same?
well, then Moray would be the sun and she would be jealous.
You know what
in
I
that
mean?
metaphor, right?
Yeah, Moray would be the sun. I guess Sabina, maybe
I want Tara. Wait,
Tara would be the
Core.
core, maybe.
the moon and the core.
Or I don't know. I think that's
Flip Tara and Sabina.
I think that's going to take some unpacking, but I'm wondering if their relationship, how it's worked out, is modeling what we saw in that story, and that story is the greater gods. I don't know.
But
But
I
then that
think
would
it's-
mean that what were the gods that we just mentioned? So the sun and the moon were together,
with Hyperion,
and then the moon
goddess,
cheated on the sun with the core,
which would
Yeah.
be
but here's the thing:
the bride,
and then the
maybe?
sun became jealous and and then so Hyperia.
But the
created.
stars. Well, wait, no, or Tara would be the stars. Wasn't that something? I don't know. We'd have to go back and look.
but we also have well, I guess Tara would be. I mean, Ruidon.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We also have the ring is at this church where the Goop people are there. That's the Red Bride's presence, and then it's a temple to the Moon Goddess, and the ring is there. So if
And
that's
also,
the moon and
they
the
were
core,
like looking
and
for
they created a star. What if the ring, I don't know, somehow represents that? And then the sun grew jealous. And Hyperia, maybe, if this is Hyperia, is the one commanding Connor to go get the ring.
And he got it.
But, well, what?
He got it.
Yeah, he got it. But it's like we've got Big P, but then we've also got the ring. I don't know. So clearly they're both really valuable items. I don't know which one of them is the star in,
Well,
in the metaphor.
They could also have to like be combined to become the
Probably
star.
Big P. Yeah, if Big P puts on the ring,
Yeah.
then he becomes
a god.
Oh my
A
god.
god.
It's just like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. But it's like, what is that? If they, I don't know, they were in love. If the Red Bride and the Moon were in love, and it's like, did they get ripped apart by the war? Did they get, like, what happened? Or are they is the Red Bride trying to get close to her again? Or are they still in an alliance, and that's why they were stationed at the Moon Goddess? No, because they were the reason that all the moonflowers were dying. So the Red Bride and the Moon Goddess had a messy breakup, and now the Red Bride was sending her Goop people, and they were totally killing the moon's vibe.
I think the Tomb Tapper was killing the moon's vibe in that section of the world.
But the Tomb Tapper and the Goop was on the same side.
Mm-hmm.
But the Goop had not been there for maybe... Like, remember when they were like, the flowers stopped glowing during the war? The war was like 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And Greg is 15.
Well, they didn't grow back.
And he had only been turned to
No,
Goop
yeah, Greg
in
was
the last
recent Goop.
year.
I just mean maybe after the war, if the Red Bride and the Moon turned against each other or whatever happened, the Red Bride was like kind of suppressing the Moon's power.
What I think is more important to focus on is everybody obviously wants Big P, we assume.
Yes.
Right? Like that seems to be the...
Well, we've known that, but...
But I mean, like, it doesn't really matter, like, why or what happened at this point.
But if the
it's
Red
like,
Bride is his mom, it's like, shit. Shouldn't he go back with his mom?
No, she should not have custody of him.
do you think Bean should go back to his mom and dad?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it seems like the Red Bride is going on an evil rampage because she doesn't have her son.
Well, maybe we should just talk
And
to
the
her.
way to, like, fix that rage would maybe be getting her son back.
Yeah,
Well,
but
what if she just wants her son to like turn him into
I don't
a
know.
weapon
Maybe
in the
maybe
world?
maybe she does want him just to use him as
yeah,
a weapon.
what if she
but, like,
produced the son to be like, great, now I'm gonna blow up the bomb I've created as my son and
Sure.
destroy the world. Thank
Sure.
you. Goodbye.
Maybe we'll just give her Big P and she'll be like, thank you. I'm going to leave the world alone right now.
Yeah, I
That
think
was my
that's definitely gonna happen.
And then she'll get back together with the Moon Goddess and they'll
Yeah.
all be happy together.
Yeah,
Happy family.
because that's totally what's gonna happen.
And then the son will be like, it's chill.
Can I get a history check on a moon goddess real quick?
So we got to figure out who the Moon Goddess is. I think we got to get Big P. We just need to know his whereabouts. I think we need to get him with us,
I mean,
or at least somewhere trusted.
Yeah, we can get him.
We're gonna hide him in our closet like E.T.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
he'd
sick
be
of
safest
Felicity
there.
having the run of things.
I think we need to have a talking to Felicity and be like, we actually know some shit now.
I'm not
So-
talking to her.
Well, we'll talk to her for you.
Yeah,
I'm sure
I'll tell you guys what I want you to say.
we'll punch her in the nose for you.
Okay. We also have all those items that we've still never used.
I
that we
couldn't even
stole
tell you
from
what they were.
Felicity's office.
Well, the two of them were just like,
Well, yeah, well, one of them was important.
well, the
What
compass
was it?
led us to Big P, didn't it?
Yeah. Where do you use
Compass
the
led
compass?
us to Big P,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
there was like a cube, and it didn't do anything, and then there was like an Arcano ball, which I use all the time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we already used the thing.
Okay, I remember that now.
I mean, it kind of showed you where Big P was.
Yeah.
That's what I
think we
mean,
used
yeah.
Sabina said, "Is there anything I can get y'all? Oh my god, maybe like stop gooping people." I'm so mad. I'm so betrayed.
Anyway,
But I feel for her. It was a beautiful story.
well,
It's very sad.
now she's in hell, which I'm sure will end up at some point if
Yeah,
we
we
want
can
to save
just,
her
we
soul.
can just go and get her.
Well, I think saving a soul is different than like saving a person.
We could like lay it to rest at least.
Yeah,
We could like be like second chance.
I think you can put it in a new body. Maybe
Put
we
it in-
should. Well, we
just
should.
take it somewhere not.
Well, we should probably take it to the astral plane to wherever she came from.
yeah, but like if you're in hell, is your soul like suffering? Is that like how it works in D&D?
It
What's going
depends.
on
It
with that?
depends. That's a Jared question. It depends what kind of hell we're operating on.
Okay, because I just have no idea in the general D&D canon.
Well,
I
she's
don't
a
really
revenant.
know.
Her soul. Well, technically, it was supposed to be in Shadowfell.
Well, we just know the
I
Red
don't know.
Bride.
I don't know.
Whatever it is, the Red Bride has it.
Yeah.
She can do whatever she wants to it. So maybe we should get it from the Red Bride and be like, stop being creepy. We're gonna give this soul to, I don't know.
Here it is. Here's
Nature.
here's our path. Hit the big city. Let's go get Big P. Head on down to hell. Get some questions answered. Grab her soul. Kill a few people. My father,
Uh-oh.
the Red Bride. I don't
Yippee.
know. Head on up to the astral plane. Take Sabina's soul to maybe somebody who cares about her, who lives there.
Find
Maybe-
Moray and be like, dude.
Yeah, find Moray. Kill Moray on site. No questions asked. Done. I don't.
I think we'll run into Moray and the Red Bride and your dad without working too hard.
And then hop on over to the spirit plane.
because those Briar
and
Knights
say,
know where you are.
Tara, do you want to not be a dragon anymore? And then maybe we figure out how to make her not an evil
That'd be
dragon.
cool. Yeah,
Solved
except for
it.
a split second was like, Tara didn't kill her friends. And then it was like, Tara
Tara killed her
almost-
friends.
Tara died.
Tara almost killed everybody at Frogmont.
Yeah, so is that red dragon still around? Did it go through
He's
the
in the
portal?
spirit
he's in
plane.
the spirit plane.
Okay.
She.
She, he, they.
She's the mother, isn't she?
I don't know.
She's the
Yeah,
great
she's
mother.
the mother.
I don't
And
know.
then
The whole thing would be like, I don't know if we said this. The like, she's the great mother to red dragons. Assumed that your great grandfather would be the great father to all the blue dragons.
yeah.
But then Ruidon
It's just
the greater
the parent,
parent.
the parent,
The parent.
the origin.
One question answered, a million more to go.
That's how I like it.
If we get to meet other dragons, though, it's like I don't know if we'd ever meet another dragon
I think Beans is going to pee his pants if he meets another dragon.
other than Great Father, other than the red and blues, but like
I'll protect you.
red and blue.
We might both pee our pants.
Sawyer's not afraid of a dragon.
You should be.
I think
I'm not.
But now it's like I am the Great Father. What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Well, that's fine if you're the dragon.
Yeah. That's actually
No. I mean, if we meet other dragons, I
Yeah.
have bargaining chips.
Yeah. That's true. We'll put you in front.
It's kind of cool.
We'll put you in front of the triangle.
Oh, and we have to go see your family and clown on them. Be like, you all thought Esther was the lamest one. She's the coolest one.
Well, maybe
Suckers."
we'll see him in
I
the
keep
big
thinking
city.
about, did you choose me? No. The other day, that was
No.
really funny.
And then we said,
No.
would you choose
He was
her?
like,
Your
completely
parents.
silent.
Your parents
Said,
did,
open another
right?
pin.
We don't know that.
I think your parents forced it on you.
We'll see.
It seems like they don't, no offense, it seems like they don't like Esta, so it seems like it was like random in the bloodline, like they were just popping out kids.
No,
hoping
remember
one would
the-
land.
Theodrix.
Theodrix was like, somebody had to choose. Like, this doesn't happen naturally. Somebody had to choose you for it. I guess.
Theodrix didn't say that. That was
You made that.
that was Princeps.
Oh, yeah, the princess said that.
The princess was like, whoever did this to you.
Yeah, and we
I'm
know
sorry.
it wasn't Theodrix. So it could have been Ruidon, the star. Or, oh, yeah, oh, wait, she's the star too. And
She's
Big
the
P's the
silver
star,
star.
and the ring is the
She's the
star,
silver
and
star.
everything's the star.
Who knows?
Anyway, A pluses and flunks.
Oh my God, A+ to everything. It was so good.
My A plus is I thought I was handling my combat like mechanically pretty good this time.
I agree.
Yeah.
I was
This is great.
I was using
That's
a lot
cool.
of my shit, and I've built a small creature that can travel great distances in one turn.
Let me
true.
tell you how fast my cat can travel a distance so fast.
Exactly.
So it makes sense.
It makes sense.
When he gets zooming, it's from the top of the stairs to the front door in about 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, so you get it.
See that sucker over there? 0 to 60 in 4.2
Oh,
seconds.
God. Gotta make those beans.
My flunk is taking Sabina at such face value, specifically in the last episode. I know that's last episode, but I can't believe we didn't press her on why weren't you at the party?
Yeah.
I love that we didn't. I love that we all found out.
It was something with
It
my
makes it a
family."
better story.
I know.
It makes it better for people to listen and be like, oh, they didn't figure it out.
I can still flunk myself.
You know?
Those are mine.
A+ to I think everyone's combat was really good. Especially like using their things and being creative with what y'all wanted to do.
Oh yeah, I thought Blink was really cool.
Yeah, I think Blink was cool.
I like the
Um,
rule we came up for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a fun rule.
you can kind of go anywhere. And then I think A+ for myself of like I think I tried to let y'all do stuff, and if y'all had an idea, it was like, okay, like let's see how it comes. Like let's see what happens.
What about my piss?
Your piss?
Yeah.
If you got a nat 20, would have worked.
Sounds
Yeah.
insane.
I was gonna say I had you roll for
Yeah.
it.
My flunk is that I didn't get a nat 20 on the piss. Not that you didn't let it work, that I didn't succeed.
Yeah.
You didn't perform.
I'm trying not to like shut down of like, no, that's not gonna work. Or like you tried it and it doesn't work. I'm trying to be like, okay, like I guess on a nat 20 we'll see if it works. Or like something will happen at least.
Mm-hmm.
And try to reward fun and crazy ideas. I'm still working on that.
That's good because if you keep shutting us down, I'm going to keep submitting dungeon court cases
No.
so they can rule
Yeah.
against you.
They can't razz me. They know.
They're
And
gonna
then
sentence you again.
my flunk is a big flunk.
Uh-oh.
It is, I wish I answered more of y'all's questions.
Mhm.
I was trying to find a way that it's like, how do we end it with like an answer, but also like how is it like a cliffhanger that's exciting?
Yeah.
And like where do we go? But like even now, like sitting here, like throughout throughout the study break, I've had so many more ideas. Like, oh fuck, I could have done this, and like y'all asking questions. I've literally made a tab on my Obsidian. That's what I use for note taking.
Sponsor us.
For blank, we won't use that until we won't.
You'll
put their
never
name
know
there.
what we use.
Yeah, until they sponsor us. I literally have a tab on my Obsidian now that I just made that's like questions the players have, because I want to answer these questions, because I think
nice.
a flunk that I have for myself that's like that we can get it. We could do like big flunks on like our recap.
Yeah.
But,
Major flunks.
Oh, that's
or something
scary.
that we wanna
End
work
of the
on.
year
I have some
report
flunks
card.
that
Yeah.
eat me up for sure.
Of like I want to hone where we're going, because it feels like I remember episodes whenever we were like in class, I was like, I feel like we aren't doing anything. And then I was like, okay, well now I can like up the stakes, make it feel bigger. And now I'm like, fuck, it's too big. Like we don't know where we're going. Like we could go anywhere, but it doesn't feel good. There's too many questions. And I wanted to answer a lot of those like smaller questions. And I think I'm just having to learn how to do that.
Mhm.
But now I have a tab of like questions that the players have so that I can know what y'all don't know. Just because it also, like, it's been a month since we recorded. And so I can just have an idea of like, oh, wait, we don't know that. We don't know that. We need to answer that. I need to find a way that we can answer that, or like they can figure that out and place it in front of y'all.
It's also not a season finale. It's just a
No, it's
arc-
just kind of,
arc.
I was going to say it was the Miss Goop arc finale.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, because it's a lot of this has been about Miss Goop. And like the big question is like, who's BE? Who's the gold? Who's Miss Goop? Who is this person? We know who that is. This is the Sabina Miss Goop arc.
Yeah.
And we answered that, but there was a bunch of small stuff that I wanted, like even like why is it BE? I was like, fuck, I wanted to answer that. Like I wanted y'all to find that out, and I wanted y'all to have like a little bit of like a more grandeur thing. But we still got a lot to go. So
Yeah.
We learned a lot.
yeah.
I feel like we've pieced a lot together.
It makes me feel very accomplished when it's like, we put it all together. You know, like it's a nice sense of like, oh yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
Even though you're the one who's just like, you know, you're
Here it
presenting all the
is.
here it is. You know, it still feels like a we've got it's just like the tick on the achievement box. It's a tick in our journal.
And I'm trying to make it be, I mean, there was the kind of the monologue at the end of revealing stuff, but it's how do I have those moments which are fun and cool, because those are very interesting. But then like the most interesting thing is whenever y'all put it together.
My A+ is maybe trying to use we all just leveled up. So I tried to choose some spells. I've been very focused on like, I'm going to blast so hard. You know, I'm going to be, you know, a big beefy sorcerer. And I was just kind of ignoring all of the utility spells. But I've picked up like blink and counter spell and some other like utility like cantrips this new level. So I like trying to figure out how to use those in new constructive ways.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll get to use counterspell one day. But
You were trying.
I was trying.
You were trying
I wanted to
your
use it so
damnedest.
bad. So it's
Yeah.
gonna feel good when I finally get to use it. But it just wasn't the boss for the spell. It's fine. But yeah, I liked getting to use blink, even if it didn't reveal a ton. It was still like cool. And then it also gave us insight like, oh shit, Fia is like turning. Which was kind of a cool way to discover that. I think my flunk is in like in some of those moments there was like when we like felt all the feelings in the hallway. It's like some of those moments and Lilly and I were staring at each other like trying to figure out what to say. I sometimes I just like I can't come up with anything. I'm just like, what was that? You know?
When we felt the
Yeah.
memories.
Yeah, we felt the memories. I was like, I don't know what to say about that.
I mean, that's
That's
Yeah.
what you said.
But I
Good
have a
reaction.
lot of those moments where it's like, oh, something happens and I'm just drawing up blanks. I don't know what to say about it, and I just wish I just need to up my quick improv skills.
Well, the rule in improv is say anything.
I know.
Even if it's like, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That's what Sawyer would say. Oh, that just happened.
Because that'll probably prompt you into like if you do actually have something, or it's just like I said something.
Yeah.
And with that, I think we'll wrap up this last study break of 2023.
Ooh.
We're gonna do a big end of the year recap episode where we're gonna go through all our favorite moments. We'll do big flunks and big A pluses.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll do senior superlatives,
Sure.
end of year superlatives.
Yeah.
And if you have questions, if you have some cues that you want us to A, that'd be a great episode to do it. We'll go through a bunch of listener questions. Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. But then we will be going on a break. I believe the week before Christmas, the week of Christmas, and then the week of New Year's, and then we'll be back the next week.
Follow our socials.
Yeah, we'll
just
tell
in
you the
case.
date we're coming back, but we're going to go dark a little bit so we can spend time with our families and all that jazz.
Yeah.
For the holidays.
Mhm, but we will be back.
And you can binge everything you haven't listened to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can go back and listen and be like, oh my God, that was Sabina.
Those one shots or
Oh,
the study
that's what
breaks
I'm gonna do.
or
Then
we're
you
gonna
can send it to a friend and tell them to binge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Send
it.
it to a friend for Christmas. Recommend Gals and Goblins.
Yeah,
to a
actually,
friend.
yeah.
Give the gift of gals and
Give the
goblins.
gift of
Put
gals.
it in your stocking.
If you're like, wow, the gals have given me so much this year, I would like to give them something in the spirit of the holiday season
Force your friend to
To
listen
listen.
to us.
and give us 5 stars.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening. In 2023, we'll see y'all in the new year.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.